Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion on Nyxus Gaming. In the last episode we tackled one of the DLC quests and we grabbed the mythical, if I can find it, Mehrunes Razor here. Artifact of Mehrunes Dagon. Don't mind that, the Dunbarrow pirates are just ready for another mission. But I'm going to give them a break. They can just stay there and
goods for sale here.
They can rest a bit. But along the way, last episode, we got a ton of enchanted arrows, which are probably going to sell for a good bit of gold, as you can see. Let's do like 15 of those. Yeah, and then the other 15. We got a lot of loot last episode, and I've already gone through, repaired my stuff, and I've made potions. I've stored away a few things, so now all I have left to do is to just sell everything left over that I don't want, like all of these arrows. We have no need for them all. Except for money, of course. Okay, get rid of these. Trust me, there's still a lot more. It gives you a good chance to see how many different types of arrows are in the game, and let me tell you, it is a ridiculous amount. Who's really gonna use all of these? I imagine like a hardcore archer character who has like arrows for every situation on him at all times. That's what they make these these enemies out to be. Like, they literally all have 20 different arrow types on them. Like, why? I don't understand. Just use regular arrows. Oh my god, and they're all like selling for just over 800, which is really awkward. See that? We're just now seeing the end of the arrows on the list here. You see, I got like a whole 9 dwarven arrows to my name. That's all I need, because honestly, I don't use a bow that much. Now, if I did use a bow more, I would need more, but I still would not need this many. 820, why? Okay.
You drive a fine.
Got Boris, the dwarven arrows will keep. The Mage Bane arrows, those sound interesting, and the Stormcall arrows. I'm gonna keep Mehrunes Razor on me as like a kind of secondary weapon, I guess, for when I need to assassinate people or deal with something quickly. If you remember, the whole thing with Mehrunes Razor is it has a chance to just instantly kill. Right? Yeah, just instantly kill any enemy. So it is very good. I don't think any of these are unique, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Spell turn cloak and the blade turn hood, those might have been unique, but I don't want them, so get rid of them. This Daedric lava whiskey, this is extremely unique. I think I want to keep that, honestly. Even though it's alcohol, and I don't use alcohol in this game, I want to keep it, you know?
And
selling through all the potions now. Got a lot of potions last episode too. We made a lot of them. We're getting there. We're on the R's. Restore fatigue. There's always a ton of those because that's mainly what we make. Come on. I guess we made like a lot more than usual last episode. Alright, we're on to the strong potions.
I can't afford to do.
Oh, he can only buy one of these at a time. Wow, okay. Damn, some of these just sell for so much.
You drive
of course, not the ones I make. I make really cheap potions. We'll sell 3 of our healing potions.
You drive
Trichobezoar eggs. I don't even know what that is, honestly. I've never even seen or heard of that before. I probably have, I just didn't know what it was before either. But hey, it's gone now. And we'll probably never see it again. Okay, that deals with all the potions. See there, the only ingredient we have is the bone meal. And now we can get rid of all this stuff. It's clogging up our inventory even more. Stuff we bought for the houses, the tomes, and the scrolls we got. All the random like notes and lists and stuff for the houses. Just get rid of all of it. We don't need it. We don't need the keys anymore. Never use the soul gems. Varla stone, the diamonds. We got a lot of gems. That's nice. And I mean like a lot of gems actually. Damn. I remember we have a ton of iron ore that barely sells for anything. That was like the main thing taking up our inventory.
You got a great...
Like these 45 pieces weigh 135 pounds and sell for 135 gold. It's literally pound for gold. Wow.
You drive a...
I would not say that's worth it. I need to reassess my looting in the future. Oh no, don't want to sell the skeleton key. That would have been bad. Okay.
Thank you.
6 minutes later, we're all done with selling. What are we gonna do today, you may be asking? Well, we're gonna sell more stuff. JK, no, we're gonna deal with something that we've been hearing about since the beginning of the game. There was an attack on the Anvil chapel, and there is a prophet outside the chapel who can tell us more about that. That's right, today we are going to start the Knights of the Nine DLC. The second biggest DLC in the game.
No one who would stand for the Nine, who will walk the pilgrim's way, as did the questing knights of old. Oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me?
Yeah, tell me about the Anvil Chapel attack.
This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath.
Umaril? Who's that?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aliens, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
Well, who is Pelinal Whitestrake?
Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the Divine Crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aliens 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the alien sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned.
Okay, well, who attacked the chapel? Was it this Umaril guy?
Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala, umarale el nada rakuva. In the alien tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
So, how do we stop this Umaril?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the Divine Crusader's weaponry?
Well, I guess I'll quest for him.
You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? the legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages? Are you a worthy knight?
So, as long as we have one of these titles, or maybe not, I have no claim to fame. Let's see, you can just be a worthy knight, you can be the hero of Kavach, the champion of Cyrodiil, the Fighters Guild Master, the Archmage, you serve Sithis, you can be the Grey Fox, or just have no claim to fame. I believe any of these will work. But let's be real, I am the champion of this land. Nobody can defeat me, for I am the champion of Cyrodiil.
And never let anyone forget it, champion. I salute you, yes. This small matter of the Crusader's relic should be a trifle for a legend such as yourself.
Alright, so tell me about the Crusader's relics.
The weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the 8 divines. He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the Ayleid sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the Crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed?
Well, tell me about the 8 and 1.
Once there were 8 divines. Then Tiber Septim became Talos, and the 8 became 9. I followed the old way of honoring the 8 while also giving due to Talos, the one who ascended.
So I always thought that was a weird thing. Like, Talos, he's one of the 9 divines, right? But he was mortal first, which, okay, cool, he can ascend, but he's not the only one in the game's lore that has done this. Look up Raymond Cyrodiil. I think Saint Alessia was another one. There are a few of them that ascended to godhood, but Talos, for whatever reason, he's special and actually became one of the 9 divines. So, I don't know what's so different about him and Raymond. They're all, like, super famous and popular, but hey, this quest for the relics, right?
Are you a worthy knight?
Oh, this again? Fuck, no, I already told you, I have no claim to fame.
Let the gods be the judge of that.
Okay.
The gods grant insight to those
Is this just...
travel
oh.
to the way shrines of the 9 divines. Pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings.
Okay, I don't know why he didn't give me the pilgrimage quest the first time for being the champion of Cyrodiil, but apparently no claim to fame, he gives it to you. Whatever, tell me about the pilgrimage.
For those who would repent their past deeds, walking the pilgrim's way is a traditional way to cleanse yourself before the gods. Follow the map I gave you. Visit the way shrines of the 9. Pray and wait for a sign.
Alright, and finally, more about Umaril.
He was defeated, but not destroyed by Pelinal the Crusader. Now he has returned to seek vengeance against the gods. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril.
Alright.
May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
And with that, I think we are actually able to enter the chapel and see the kind of bloodshed that the attack wrought. Right away, there's blood in front of us as we enter. There's wreckage. There's the whatchamacallits thrown everywhere. There's dead bodies that we can loot to our heart's content. There's one lady, like, dead in the altar. That's interesting. But yeah, everything's a wreck here. There's fire, there's dead people. It's pretty bad, but really there's nothing for us to do here except, you know, just kind of accept that it happened. And it was Umaril that did it. Now I think if you do look around, yeah, you get these runes on the floor, which is what he read to us when he did the Iliad tongue or whatever. How Umaril is coming back to take revenge on the gods. It's an interesting storyline, but now we are going on the pilgrimage, and it doesn't mark any of them on our map, but he did give us a map, or he should have. Can I get rid of... Damn, I can't get rid of those. Way Shrines map. Okay. So I think, since we're here in Anvil, we just go along the road here. We hit RK, Mara, then we'll go clockwise. Go down this road, hit Talos, Zenithar, Stendar. We'll hit Julianos and Kinareth. Then we'll do Akatosh and Dibella in that order. So RK is like somewhere up here. Let's go from the Brina Cross in, I guess. It does suck that none of these have actual fast travel points to them or marks on the map, so you do have to actually do it the old-fashioned way and look for these things. But they shouldn't be too hard to spot. You might want to weapon out because you are going to come across wildlife that wants to kill you, like always. But my whole advice is get to a high point and look around, see if you can find it. Can't quite see the one in this area yet. Let's get a little higher. Up. And I think that is it over... Wait, no, that's not it. I think that's just an Iliad well in the middle of nowhere. No, that's... yeah. Are we in? I think we're about in the right area for it. Still not seeing it though. There's a fort. There's nothing down there. Let's see, let's check that map again. Way Shrines map. Okay, so it's a little west of the like little hump in the road there. So it's more over in this direction, I guess. Let's head this way. I think we should definitely be able to see it from up here. I don't know why I can't yet. Got a wolf chasing us. That's fine. Oh, hi there. Okay, you actually scared me a little. Even though I knew you were chasing me. Jeez. Ah, there it is. So that's what they all look like. They're just like a little shrine with pillars around it. Easy to spot if you know what you're looking for. And we just need to find all 9 of these throughout the land. And that is the pilgrimage, the first quest of the Knights of the Nine. So there, the Way Shrine of RK. Just, basically what this does is it forgives our sins and stuff. Which I don't think we really need to do, because we have way more fame than infamy. But we're gonna do it anyway because it's part of the quest, you know? Might as well. So Mara looks like it is just outside of Skingrad there. Let's see, I'm thinking travel to Meridia's shrine and go east from there. We should be able to see it. Oh, I've prayed at the way shrine of RK. There we go. Of course, it's rainy and it's foggy right now, so it's going to be hard to actually see what's going on, where stuff is. Is that it right there? Yeah, that's it right there behind the tree. Easy to find. The weather might not always be on your side while doing this quest, so you got to be ready for that. This is the Way Shrine of Mara. Continue your penance to earn the god's forgiveness. Like I said, you're trying to forgive yourself of all the sins you've done so you can become the Divine Crusader. Alright, so Talos is kind of like in the middle of this area here, in between the road and the shore and the circle road, and that one might be hard to pinpoint. Looks like maybe like right around here. Thinking if we go from maybe southeast from Hersine's shrine. So southeast this way maybe. It's nighttime as well, so it might be even harder to see, but it's right there, easy to find. We're now about to pray at the Way Shrine of Talos. And you know, I was looking at a map of these before I started the episode. I think there are multiples of each shrine throughout the map. These are just the ones marked on the map. You don't necessarily have to go to these, but these are the ones that are going to be easier for you to find because, like I said, they're actually marked on the map. This next one looks like it's straight north of Breville. So it should be pretty simple to find. Hopefully once we get up this hill we can see it. As long as we don't get stuck on a wall. Ah, yep, there it is. I think I remember finding this one before. When I was doing a quest along the bay line here or something. I can't remember. But I do remember seeing one near the bay area. It's the Way Shrine of Zenithar. Next we'll do Stendar, which is like way south here. Kind of where the river touches the other side there, it looks like. Like at the thinnest part, right here I think. So just north of Water's Edge. Alright, so let's... Do I see it from here? This is all pretty flat land. I would think I'd see it. I don't see it south, so I'm assuming this is right. It's like just across the fort, I would think. Thinking I might have this one wrong. Where else would it be? I don't think it was quite down in Leowin. Leowin's, of course... Oh, we can scroll down. Okay, that's better. So it's like halfway between Leowin and Breville. Is this... maybe a little bit further north? Gonna have to kill you, aren't I? No biggie. You're dead. Deed is done. Alright, let's see. It's definitely along the shoreline here. Somewhere. Is that it? That is it, right there. So we weren't far off. We were not very far off. That is good. And this is, what, Stendar here? Yeah, this is Stendar. Okay. There we go. There's the quest update. Alright, next, we're gonna cut across over to where this river kind of ends here and look for Kinnereth. Or, in the tongue of Skyrim, in their pantheon, Kinnereth is also known as Kine. Should I go from Macamentaine or Perii? I'm thinking we go northeast from Macamentaine. Yeah, it's funny, a lot of the gods and stuff do actually cross over in the pantheons, if you know their names. Like, let's see, Stendar, I believe, is Stun in the Nordic pantheon. Kinnereth is obviously Kine. What else? What else? Who else have we... I think Mara is literally just Mara in the Nordic pantheon. Who else? Julianos, I think, is one. I just can't remember his name, but like they all kind of cross over and they get different names. So you gotta look out for those. I'm here looking at my my freaking compass radar thing, looking for a marker, and I realize these things don't appear on that. And this is a very inconvenient landscape to find it. Where am I? I think I need to go more east. It is very foggy and hard to see. If it's ahead of me, I wouldn't know because I'm going up a hill. Hopefully I get to the top here and I can see it. I just discovered the deserted mine. Didn't really want to, but I did. What's... oh, a wolf. Alright, wolf down. I'm not worried about the deserted mine right now. Let's see, let's climb up. I have a good feeling about up. I think it's like somewhere right around here on the map. But I don't see it. Would it be up on the hill or down lower? Like, am I too far north now? Let's double check the map. So that looks like the tip of the river. It looks like it kind of lines up where the river goes left like that, and then it curves right. Does that show here? Oh. Does that mean it's like further down there? Okay, let's go to Periet's Shrine. I think I'm way too far north, actually. I didn't realize, because like on the map he gives us, it's a very thin little stretch there, almost like it shouldn't even be visible on the map. So I just assumed it was like the way northern end of it. Alright, let's go north from here. We should definitely see it then. If we can get up this damn mountain, dude. Come on, there we go. We got a waterfall over there. Got another wolf. Where are we on the map? We're almost there. I think if we head straight in this direction, we should see it. Right? Ideally. Unless it's up the hill, which it's seeming like it is. Because, okay. This is where it turns left, and it like lines up directly with that. Oh, there it is. Cool. I can't even remember what this one is, if I'm being honest, because I've been looking for it and I forgot the name. I know I would like to get up here. Thank you. This is Kinnereth. Okay. Let's kill this rat, otherwise we can't fast travel. And quest update? There we go. Alright, what is next? Julianos. That one should be pretty easy. It's like right at the little intersection here. I guess we'll go from Cropsford. We'll go kind of northwest from Cropsford. And we should run into it. I don't think it's completely northwest, but it's sort of northwest. It's like north-northwest. We'll go with that. Damn you, Spriggan. Damn you, Troll. I don't want to fight either of you. I just one-hit the Troll, though. That's a good feeling. 2-hit the Spriggan. I love that. This is Goblin territory. I see it in the distance between the trees. We are almost there. I'm hoping this episode we can finish the pilgrimage and do the first, like, real quest of the DLC. Oh. I've completed the pilgrimage, and my sins have been washed clean. Does that count, though? Okay, it does. That means...
Hail, knight! You seek my relics with a worthy heart.
Hello?
Your prayers have woken me from my endless dream. Or perhaps you have entered my dream, and I still sleep. I think others have sometimes spoken to me. Others like you, but my memory is doubtful. Perhaps the others came after you.
I'm gonna have to stop you here, dude. Because I just want to point out that this is like one of my favorite areas in the game. Like, I understand it's just you like in the sky, but looking down on the Imperial City and the river around it and all the bridges and stuff and everything, I fucking love this.
Your need must be great for the gods to allow us to speak. Has Umaril the Accursed found a way back? The foulest of a foul race. 1,000 curses upon his unholy name. I thought I'd won, but I should have known. The slave masters are a cunning breed. Umaril found a way to cheat death as I could not. If you would seek for my relics, I know little that can help you. All that has passed since my death is like mists that my mind cannot take hold of. My friends built a shrine upon the site of my death, where the elves tormented me in a final act of revenge. I can show you where it once stood. Perhaps it is there still. Fare thee well, Sir Knight. May the gods grant you to destroy utterly. As
I can't hear you. You're walking away from me. I can't hear you. Okay, so as I was saying, I guess at some point we have already prayed to Akatosh and Dibella. So I guess we don't have to go to those shrines. But in case you were wondering, here they are on the map. One of them's up near Bruma, kind of south of the city. And one of them's south of Coral, kind of around that intersection. Kind of south of where the Priory is, I think. But yeah. Okay. So, quest update. Quest added. Upon completing my pilgrimage to the Way Shrines, I received a vision from the Divine Crusader, Pelinal Whitestrake. He revealed the location of his lost shrine, which is where I should begin my quest for the relics of the Crusader. Looks like the shrine is like right here near us too, so that kind of works out. I want to try and finish this quest before the episode's over, so I might rush this a little bit, or we'll go into a little bit of overtime, either or. But I believe the ruin where this relic is, it is here the entire game as long as you have the DLC unlocked. But I don't think you can actually explore it. Oh, hey guys.
Show me what you've got.
Hey.
damn you!
Oh man, you just killed that guard. Man, the guards suck in this game. I don't know why I took that lockpick, but I did. Take the mutton he has. But yeah, this rune has been here the entire game, but I don't think you can actually do anything with it until you have this quest. Then it actually unlocks the rune for you. As you can see here, we're at the location, but there's nothing showing. It's because it is entirely underwater too, so hopefully you can breathe water by this point in the game. Let's go into Vanua. Alright. And right away we have a Wraith, one of our favorite enemies. We're getting more ectoplasm. A skeletal champion. And another skeletal champion. Alright. They're just throwing the enemies at us already. Gotta love it. This is an Ayleid ruin, so of course there's going to be a lot more Welkin stones for you to snag throughout the place. One of my favorite things to loot. And you might even find yourself some Varla stones around here too. I'm guessing that that's going to be very likely because not only is this an Ayleid ruin, it's a story-related one. So I'm definitely expecting Varla stones to be in here. Enemy. Oh, enemy in here? Closed off. Let's see, is there a button around here I'm missing? Oh yeah, there's a button right here. There we go. With another skeleton champion behind it. Okay. So this does look like a multi-area dungeon, as evidenced by the red arrow I have for my objective. That's fine, it doesn't seem too hard so far. It's also the first dungeon of the DLC, so I don't see them making it very hard. Let's see, through the gate here, we got a Gloom Wraith and a Nether Lich. Easy stuff. Take the Staff of Fatigue. Take more ectoplasm from the Wraith. And let's see, I don't think I want to go through there yet. I want to go the other way, see what I can find. This leads to the next area. So let's double back real quick. Go the underwater route we saw on the other side. Can I go this way? What? Okay, I'm thinking I can't go this way. It looks like I'm getting blocked by the trees there. That's fine. That just makes it even easier. Okay, yeah, only one way to go, and that way is forward. Into the Shrine of the Crusader. We have some, like, old castle ruins here. Like the ones we went through at the beginning of the game. Very interesting. The catacombs type dungeon, I guess. Like, what kind of dungeons do we go through in this game? There's the caves, there's the ruins, and then I guess this just kind of catacombs type dungeon. I mean, they're not quite like temples, but they're not quite caves either. They're like a weird cross between them, so I don't know how else to describe them. Oh, there's like the fort type dungeons too, but these, I don't think these would fall under a fort either. Oh, we got Sir Amiel, who appears to have perished centuries ago while questing for the Shrine of the Crusader. Perhaps I can find some clues on his body that will help my own quest for the relics turn out better than his. So we got his ring, his journal. He was a member of the Knights of the Nine, a holy order devoted to recovering the relics of the Crusader. Through reading his journal, I've learned the location of their former headquarters, the Priory of the Nine, in the West Weald. Once I've recovered the helm from the shrine, I should proceed to the Priory. And the helm is located in the shrine. Okay. He has a Knights of the Nine shield, but I'm gonna leave that there. I think that's the helmet up there. Obviously, I have the hops. Oh man, I should be able to. I got the hops. I can totally do this. Okay, maybe I can't just jump up there, even though I got the hops. We got the key, though. We can unlock these now. I don't think it'll be very far to get up there. Although this place does look a tad confusing, not gonna lie. Can I open this gate? Yeah. Just get rid of you. Can you stop and let me kill you? Can you please, dude? Man, oh man. Okay, where does this go? That goes back to Vanua. Interesting, okay. And we got like more entrances into the catacombs scattered around. Should I go back to Vanua or just keep venturing through? Well, I think oh my god, dude. Why are these gloom wraiths just knocking me all over the place? Like, please, just let me get up. Sorry guys, my throat is like really scratchy at the moment, and I don't know why. Okay, that goes to the Lost Catacombs. Maybe it's not as quick and easy to get there as I thought. Before we go into the Lost Catacombs, let's double back to that door to Vanua and see what that's about. Because we've been to Vanua already. I don't know if this is like a shortcut to get out or what. Okay, so it leads up here. Interesting. And this leads to a door with no button. Yeah, a door with no button as far as I can tell, but that leads back to the main area. Interesting. I don't know how this works, but that looks to be a sort of shortcut back. So, oh, did you follow me, dude? Get out of here. Okay. So I guess the only way to go, again, is forward. This time to the Lost Catacombs, yeah. So up through here, back into this area. Now we're in here. Got a skeletal champion. And a door with a dread zombie in it. Zombies are no problem for us. Unless they give us a disease, of course. You know, in Skyrim, I always become a werewolf. And it's mainly for one reason. It's so I never get a disease in Skyrim. Like, once you become a werewolf, you're impervious to disease. And I kind of wish there was something similar in Oblivion. Like, maybe vampirism does that, I'm not sure. But I'm not a fan of becoming a vampire, so I've never looked into it. I don't know where you came from, because I've definitely explored this direction. We're in a decently confusing dungeon, it looks like. Say that, I just ran into a dead end, which is good. Combat music will not leave us alone. We got another enemy over in this direction. There we go. It's a wraith. Kind of danced around the pillar there a little bit. Okay, the combat music is gone. That goes back to the Shrine of the Crusader. And that goes back to the Shrine of the Crusader. Which way do we want to go? Where does this lead? This leads into like a random dead-end room, I think. Oh no, this actually leads to the helmet, it looks like. Okay. Well, let's loot the jewelry box next to the helmet, because that's the valuable thing. Let's grab the Helm of the Crusader, the first piece of the Crusader's relics. So now I need to proceed to the Priory of the Nine to see if it still has the Cuirass of the Crusader. And let's see, I'm sure this door leads to a dead end. Okay. What about this door? It too leads to a dead end. So if I go through this way, is this gonna loop back to the other entrance? One would assume so. The Lost Catacombs, yeah, okay. So it looks like we've explored everything. I just, this one area over here, should I grab? I'll grab the Knights of the Nine Shield, why not? Yeah, so this supposed shortcut back, I didn't see where the button was for it. Okay, there's stuff in here now, so it's changed. They were waiting for you to get the helmet for things to kick off in here. Come on, Lich, just get out of here. Now for the real Lich. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. They're down. Let's grab the staves. The staves? The staves? The stavis? However you pronounce it. Stave of Ruin. And the door is open now. Okay. So we're back into this main room. There's a couple casks for us to loot. Say a couple, I only saw one, and there is only one. But now we can hop down and exit the dungeon, and I think at that point we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. Next time we are going to venture to the Priory of the Nine. I'm gonna have something to drink in between episodes so my throat isn't scratchy anymore. And we're gonna be hunting down more Crusaders relics. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.